Hi, everybody.
Hello. Welcome to our Flosstube. This is Friday, February 16th, and we are...
4 days to my birthday.
We are
the SABLE Stitchers.
I'm Roberta.
I'm Linnie.
And if you're new to our Flosstube, welcome. SABLE is an acronym for Stash Accumulated Beyond Life Expectancy. And today we're talking about market releases, so that pile might grow just a little bit more.
And plans.
Yes.
And quarterly plans.
Yes.
All that stuff is out the window.
Yeah. Yes, exactly. So we're excited to be here. We're having a return to winter today.
Yeah, we woke up to snow on the ground this morning. We were almost 70 degrees yesterday, and 33 today. So
lots of snow, but I don't think it's supposed to last too long. So
and we'll be back up in the 50s and 60s, they say, by the weekend. So I hear a lot of floss tubes. I think it was Kathy, and anyway, up in Maine, and it's like if you don't like the weather. In Maine, it's the same way everywhere.
Almost everywhere, yes, it is.
It's like, well, what do I wear today? But yeah, crazy Mother Nature this year.
Yeah, so this is probably, we just celebrated Valentine's Day, so I'll probably switch this out by the next time we film and start putting out some more springy kind of things. So.
I noticed the trees had little buds, like little, I don't know.
Buds, yeah.
Buds. So.
Yeah, I haven't seen that on the trees, but I know I planted a lot of tulips in the fall, and they're
popping up a little bit.
A few of them are just starting to pop up, so that's exciting.
Always reminds me of that old commercial. It's not nice to fool Mother Nature.
Oh,
you
yeah.
never know what she's going to do.
Margarine one. So, well,
happy to be back.
We're happy to be back. We're excited about the Chiefs win. For those of you who are maybe overseas, I know we have people, from England and Australia that watch us. Our local American football team is the Chiefs. They won the Super Bowl.
They did win the Super Bowl. Yay.
It was an exciting, nerve-wracking game.
No fingernails.
Yeah. And then after, 3 days after the Super Bowl, they have a parade in our downtown, and then it's followed by a rally where they... a lot of the team executives and the coaches do speeches and things. And as you probably heard, or you may not have heard, just as all of that was wrapping up, there was a shooting, and it was not like a planned shooting. It was one of those that happened when people with hot heads have guns, and that's how they think they have to solve things. And one person was killed, several children were injured, several other people were injured by gunshot wounds and, trying to escape. And so we're just horrified and saddened and heartbroken. And it's just a terrible way to end a season. And we thank you. I know several people have reached out and asked if we are okay. I was actually out of town, and
I was fine. We did have a friend that was there, but she left before all the chaos broke out, so she was fine too. But it's a sad way to end a very, very joyous occasion to win Super Bowls back to back. But
it's a huge accomplishment for the team. So,
but our hearts go out to the victims, and hope everybody else will be okay.
Yes. So we usually start with a little life update. What's been happening over the past couple weeks?
I really have had a pretty busy stitching. When I show you, you're going to think, is that all you did? But I'm working on the old winter. I bet I have, and I'll show you here in a minute, but I bet I've torn that thing apart 4 times. Did you have trouble stitching it?
Well, that was like 3 years ago, so it's hard to remember. But I think... I don't remember.
Gosh.
I don't remember that.
That's a lot of brown.
It is. I was very happy to move on to a different color. I know.
And I do think what happened is I have a magnetic ruler to hold my place, and I think it slipped. And so when I came back,
because there was a design, one of those reverse designs.
I've torn that leg apart. I don't know how many times. So anyway, I'll show you later. But it is pretty. But just a lot of stitching. I was trying to think if the boys I've got a date with my big boys tonight. They're taking me out to dinner tonight. So I think we're going to Freddy's, which is a fast food hamburger joint. But
And
that's
another frozen custard place.
Yep. So, easy on the pocket. But anyway, so I've got that going on. And I don't know. Just normal stuff that I can think of.
Yeah. We just got back from visiting our family in Colorado and San Diego, and so we saw the Super Bowl with our son and his family in San Diego, and so our granddaughter Clara, who just turned 4 on Valentine's Day.
Is her birthday Valentine's?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. She got a bike. She's got her first big girl bike, and so she was watching cartoons and almost done with the cartoons when it was time to switch to Super Bowl. So she was not happy have her cartoons preempted by the Super Bowl, but she did like the halftime show. She really danced throughout the halftime show. So
there's a lot of dancing at the halftime show.
Well, I just heard something interesting on sports radio as we were coming home yesterday, and they were making the comment that the benefit of getting older is that you remember all the music from the halftime show, like brings back memories. It's like, I don't know hardly. I knew maybe 2 songs. I think I
that
know
was
Alicia Keys and
little too new genre for.
I know.
I guess I remember Usher.
Yeah.
I think we were on vacation when that song came out. And so.
Well, unless I hear it at the gym, or if they played it during the halftime show and my son was in marching band, which they did some popular songs, but my daughter-in-law made the comment that reminded her of when she was younger and going out to bars. So I guess I'm officially old fogey. That I'm too old for that.
I had to laugh. We had gone down an elevator. I was with Sarah, and one of her songs was playing on the elevator music, and she goes, "Oh my God, I'm getting old." I hear my music on the elevator.
Passage, I guess. So that's so. But yeah, and then we went out to San Diego and celebrated Enzo's first birthday with him, and he's not quite 1, but it was
almost.
A little, but yeah, he's a big boy, and he's not walking yet, but. He was a month early, so that puts you a little behind. And he's just a big boy, but he's in they're transitioning him to the toddler room at daycare, and they said that when they put him back in the baby room, it's kind of an open concept thing. When they put him back on the baby side, he goes over and he's looking over the wall at the bigger kids.
Oh, he's ready then. I did have something happen to me. I guess I just kind of wiped it out of my mind, but I had my debit card hacked. Over the weekend. Yeah. Somebody in Boston, Massachusetts did buy $400.
Usually it'd start out with like a $3 purchase or something.
Nope, it went right for the big one. Well, I had 2 $200s to DraftKings.
Oh, no.
I've never gambled in my life.
Oh, no.
And I said, I hope they lost thousands of dollars.
Well.
Anyway, I lost $400. It's just the inconvenience, all your stuff that's tied to that card that you've got to call and
that's awful.
Change. So anyway, that's I try to wipe that out of my mind.
Oh, I know.
So, all right.
Okay. Well, today we were going to talk about whips, but then kind of our focus was going to be Nashville Market is coming up the 1st of March, and every day there's new things coming out, so we have picked some of the things that caught our eye so far, and we're going to talk about that. And then at the end we're also going to do our 8,000 viewer giveaway.
Yeah,
so excited about that. And I guess my light's not on. I should turn my light on.
Oh, woo! Look at that.
Oh, and one other thing I guess that happened is. If a lot of viewers, we are so appreciative that you pop on as soon as our videos go live. And so we were at Stitch Group 2 weeks ago, and I had finished editing and uploaded the video to YouTube that morning and had some glitches with it. But we're at our Stitch Group and started getting texts and notifications that the audio was off. And the funniest comment I think was someone said, you opened your mouth and my voice came out, or vice versa, or something. So I left early and went back to see if I could. Yeah, and it was an uploading issue. It was not anything I could have done differently. But if anything go, what is it? If anything can go wrong, it will.
Murphy's Law.
Now I kind of know how to make sure.
She's learning all kinds of new tech things.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
So anyway, that should be all fixed.
Okay.
For this video.
Well, I noticed a few other people had a little bit of trouble with it.
Yeah,
some of the Flosstube
things.
Yeah.
I mean, because I just re-uploaded it, and I was afraid. I thought something had happened during editing, but my editing, I went back and listened to the edited version, and it was okay. So it was something that just went awry in uploading.
And something else on Facebook, if this has happened to you, it's happened to me. I was getting these dings when I'm scrolling
Oh,
through.
I heard about that, yeah.
Oh, anyway, I know how to fix that.
Okay.
So if anybody, that's happening to, Rosin Reports showed us how to fix that, so it doesn't do it anymore. But it was a Facebook problem, not your problem.
Okay.
So, but now I know how to fix it. So I learned something new, too.
Okay.
Alrighty. Well,
Well, I guess that's just the other thing. Our kitty. Some people asked about seeing her.
Yes.
She's resting now because she
Sitting up in
remembered
the chair.
us. We had a cat sitter when we were gone. It's actually the cat sitter we used to use, and she really isn't doing that as a business anymore. But she has kept a few customers, and so she agreed to come back, and she just fell in love with Pepper. She had such a good time and sent us lots of pictures. But
she's sitting over in the chair. Is she still in the chair?
I don't know. I think she's resting
But
because
she didn't jump.
Just
She didn't jump down when I walked in.
No,
So,
yeah, she's, I guess, getting used to other people coming in now with the cats that are coming every day. But she remembered us when we came home. But she has just been like glued to me, and and just want to play. So I think she's finally resting now.
I did have to laugh, and I know we need to get going, but I had taken. Oh, it's been so nice this last week until today. But I had taken Pip out in the back, and she loves to chase birds. And so we have a big backyard, but right next to us, behind us, about a half a mile, is a memory center, and they put in a pond, and so the geese have all come. So now we have, and walking in the backyard you have to be very careful. Anyway, she was chasing the birds, and she got up, chasing them and huffing and puffing, and she saw the geese, and she was just like, she put on brakes. You could just hear him go, like that. I was like, turned around and looked at me and like, Mom, what's that? That's the biggest bird I ever did see. But anyway, I was afraid that they would chase her, but she didn't.
Yeah,
she stayed far away.
She better stay away when they start having babies.
So she didn't want to have anything to do with them. All right, that's it for Life Date.
All right.
Or Update, Life Update. Started off with a quick joke. Why did the referee have trouble measuring the first down?
I don't know.
Someone was yanking his chain. All right.
Okay, a football reference. So
yeah, I had a whole bunch of football jokes.
So I actually worked on quite a few different things.
Well, I had one finish. I finished it.
That's cute.
It was my always sign. And then I just put a button in the slit. I wanted to put some trim around it, but nothing matched. So when I go to Stitch Club this week, I'm hoping to either find some blue or some red. I'm not really sure what to look for. But anyway, so that was my one finish. And then I have lots of things I worked on.
Okay.
You want to start?
Okay, I'll start with, let's see, with my bag. I forgot to show this last time. I haven't worked on it since our last video, but I forgot to show my progress on our last video. And this is on Oh Joyous Day by Blackbird Designs. I usually start from the bottom left. I was doing this with a whole bunch of people working on this last year, including Sarah from Sarah's Stitchy Spot. And I finished the bottom row of flowers, and I'm starting on the alphabet. And
okay, well, you get some...
Making some progress
there. On it, yeah.
And started on the border. So I'm really excited about, of course, doing the alphabet. So excited to get back to that one. And then here's just, and I'm doing this with the called for colors in the overdyed floss. And here's all those beautiful colors.
Pretty colors for Blackburn.
I can't wait to get to the big bird.
But he's yellow.
Bird. He's blue.
No, Big Bird's yellow.
Oh, big bird. This
one.
one's blue. He's maybe got a little yellow. Yeah. Big bird.
I went to go buy a truck. I mean, this is quite a while ago, and he went to go buy a truck, and I didn't go with him. I said, I don't like to go buy vehicles. Anyway, he comes home with this big yellow truck.
Oh, no.
We called it Big Bird. But it's like, of all the colors of the trucks that are out there, you come home with this big yellow, it was as yellow as Big Bird.
Like a school bus.
Yeah, pretty much. This is a new bag. It was made for me by Bryn at our Stitch Club. We're doing something together, but it's housing right now something different because Bryn, I don't like that fabric. I'm afraid I'm going to run out and I'm going to buy new fabric. So I'm not working on it right now. Pick something up. But anyway, she made me this cute little bag with the little children on it. All right. So in this bag, she also made me
how cute.
Pouch. And then I also have a
little teddy bears.
Little bed. All right.
Oh, okay.
All right. So this is my great niece. Her name is Alice, and she will be 4 this summer. So I saw this, and for her first birthday, she was Alice in Wonderland.
Oh.
So anyway, so I started working on that, and I got quite a bit done on this one. So that's what I got so far. It's Tra-la-la. I used all the colors that it called for, but in the legend, it's got the wrong design.
Oh no.
So, I'll show you. It calls for soot for the bow, but then hold the pattern back up. It's obviously blue.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah.
So, I used the blue.
Oh, you had to redo all that.
So I redid it. Mm-hmm. So I'm following the picture and not the legend because it is in French. The words are in French, but it's not matching up to what the legend says.
Yeah.
So this is on 28. I don't know what the brand name is, but it's called Truffle. And it's kind of a real dusty pink.
Who is it that always has the single word names?
I don't know, and I know I've heard people say they always have just the one name, but it is so, I don't know if that's showing up, but it is the softest pink ever.
It is, very, yeah.
So
it's hard to tell. The light, I think, is supposed to help with that, but it's hard to tell.
It's hard to tell from this end. But anyway, I worked on this for a whole day, and I got all this done in a day.
Oh, that's really good.
Could not put it down. It was so sweet. And the colors are...
And then this is, I just know, it was like, what is that under the hat? That's a little mouse.
No, it's not. Oh,
he has a little tail.
Oh, he has a tail. I thought it was Jiminy Cricket.
Oh.
Well, now I think it is a mouse. You're right.
So cute.
And then I'm using the called for colors. Just in different spaces. So I think they're a combination of Weeks, DMC, and General Arts.
And it was hard to see the rabbit's holding a card.
It's just
like
kind of
hearts.
It's not
so cute.
It's kind of but this colors are just beautiful on this fabric. Mm-hmm. Okay. So that's one of them.
Okay, I'm continuing on the berry bowl with Kay. I think this is my progress so far. And almost done with this berry bowl on the bottom. I have a random one I started on. That's actually for the other side, and I started on the wrong linen, but I think I have, so I'm working on this one, and then I have this one and this one left, and maybe that one. Oh, and also I did the cartouche. I went ahead and did the cartouche, and I don't know that there was a alphabet page with this, but I looked it up in the Brenda, I think it's the Brenda Keys motif book, and if I can grab that a little bit, I'll grab it and show it to you.
Oh, you got quite a bit done on that.
And yeah, I'm really getting to the, I think Kay said she had one basket left, and but I was able to adapt one of the alphabets in there to use on that. So.
Okay.
So that's a good book to have, because you never know when you might have to do something like that.
This is my portfolio from Creative Carol, which houses all my
Christmas?
yes.
Oh, a
As
prairie
a prairie schooler. Duh. Okay, so I got another prairie schooler done. I know. I'm so pretty. I mean, it says right there, Santa.
Look at you.
What is my new one?
Oh, that one's pretty.
I think you've seen that one. Seen that one. Here's my new one.
Oh, yeah.
So
pretty.
that's 1985.
Yeah. I kind of remember that one coming out. I was kind of big in those. I don't know if I still have this pattern. There was one year I bought a pattern for, and I never did it, and I tried to sell it in a garage sale for like 25 cents, and it didn't sell. So
oh my gosh. So this is the one I'm working on now. This is 1996. I love that peppermint pole. And that's all I got done, so I'll show you that later. But each one is closer to 12. I want to do 16, but I'll shoot for 12. I'll be happy with 12.
Well, you're doing good. I think you're making good
One a
progress
month. I'm
on
trying to
this.
do one a month. I wanted to do 2 a month, and I know that that's not going to happen because I want to work on other stuff. This is my good doctor take because I could just feel it.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's not tiny linen, so it's easier
No.
to work on without perfect
Nope.
lighting. So
Piece of cake.
my March 1st start was the Scarlet House Smith sampler, and I am doing this with, I know several people are joining in. I was joining Catherine and Adrian from Stitching and Costume on, she might have started it already, and then also Diane Cooking Chemist on Instagram is doing it, and she is doing it with a color conversion from Country Sampler. I got the silks from the attic, so I'm doing it in a variety of silks, and I am doing it on 40 count Meadow Rue, and this was also from the attic. I just have the
beautiful fabric.
tiniest little start. I guess it'd be this way. Yes, isn't that pretty? So pretty. So tiny little start, but I have big plans. I just worked a couple of days on this, I think, at the beginning of the year. I broke it down into
You
12
broke it down.
months. If you want to take a screenshot, I know someone else said they were interested in seeing how it was broken down, so that is the breakdown. I start in the lower left corner. I know Diane said she's starting in the upper corner, so that will be fun to see, what each of us is stitching, hopefully every month. So I did not take that on my trip. I took just 2 kind of things with less colors and that sort of thing, but looking forward to getting back to that one. Oh, and we do have a hashtag for it. I talked about this with Catherine, and we decided on hashtag, let's see, SHSS-SAL. So that's 4 S's, and so it could be like the shush sal. And it's Scarlet House Smith Sampler Sal. So if you want to
Get
post
right on
into
that.
that, we can see, watch each other's progress and cheer each other on.
That's cool.
I know. This is one I've always wanted to see on my wall. So
Remember when I talked to you about my plans, for
your quarters?
my quarters?
Yeah.
I did do one.
Good.
But I started 3. So Liar, liar, pants on fire. You know,
That's how we roll.
yeah, and I haven't bought my... Anyway, so I'm working on Feast of Friendship.
Well, good for you. I want to do that
Yep.
too.
I brought... So this is one of my quarterly goals.
I mean, I thought about starting that on, the New Year's Eve 12 by 12, but I just got overwhelmed and just did the 4. But
And that's all the call for
those
colors,
colors are amazing.
which is a combination of general arts and weeks, and I guess... No, all general arts. And classic. So... And I almost got the house built. I'm so proud of myself. Look at that.
Wow. Oh, that roof is adorable.
Oh God,
The roof looks a lot darker in the picture. Are you?
it's all the colors.
I know. I'm just saying that's kind of, you wouldn't guess that was the same.
Yeah. But I just have
That's
one
how
more
it works
color of
sometimes.
blue to do, and the house will be done, and then I can move to the...
Maybe when you do the red on the windows, maybe that'll make it look darker.
So, but I
Oh,
think...
that's really pretty.
See, I think it looks... Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I
it is a
love
little-
that.
Oh, and what
Oh, that is so pretty.
this
Linnie.
other blue was Tin Bucket, which to me is so dark gray,
Yeah.
but it
It
does
all
go
works,
really
doesn't it?
well with those other two blues. So I'm so excited. So we'll get back to that. That is one that I definitely will do.
This is another one I gave myself monthly assignments, and it doesn't mean I'm going to work on it every month this year, but it's broken down to things that I think I should be able to get done whatever month I do work on it. And so this is At Home, Brenda Gervais, At Home. This is based on a Maryland, I think she said this is a Maryland sampler design, commonly seen on 19th century Frederick County, Maryland samplers. And so this is what I have done on this, completed on this. So did a little bit more of the border. I want to get back and work on the flowers and put some blue in there, because right now it's been mostly just shades of green. Did a little bit on the tree, but this is another one. I was loving working on this. I was doing this before we left, and it is so much fun. I'm doing this on 40 count, I believe, vintage country mocha.
So tiny.
I know. I don't think it's, and it hasn't been bad to stitch on, and those are the colors.
Oh, look at that turquoise pop
I
on
know.
that.
Isn't that pretty?
Yeah.
I'm not sure. I guess that's maybe that's maybe the flowers, and there's a vase on top of the house.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, and I forgot to say, this is from Steno Bags. And you guys, this is a nice portfolio. And the service is great. People are really nice. So if you haven't bought from them, check them out. Okay, my last whip. And by God, I'm going to do him. The pattern.
Linnie Uncensored.
God, don't do that. Okay. Cover my face. Okay, this is my primitive hair, the old winter. And this stag is absolutely so handsome.
He is.
But
And we're finding out all kinds about the history.
oh yeah, I kept
We had
thinking,
someone commented on the last video.
and my curious mind, 1536. Okay, because when I did Prince or Dancer, he had 18 something,
38, like 38.
So I looked that up and I go, oh, that
Night
was
before Christmas.
right. So that made sense. So I looked up what happened in 1536. So here's your history lesson. That was the year that Anne Boleyn was executed. So I had to go on TV and, kind of get her story. So then the letters above it says AB. Well, I thought it said AD. So I go,
Well, yeah, that's
AD in the year 1536. And I thought, do I want to do that? So I was thinking about putting my initials in the current year when whenever I finish it. But then when I found the history, I says nope, because to enamor her, he would go out and gather stags and bring them to her, and so that was what the meaning with the stag was. But anyway, little history lesson. But besides that, he is just so handsome. He's done on 30 count, primitive hair, fabric, snowflakes, wasn't it?
Or white flakes, it says.
White flakes, okay.
Yeah, snowflakes, but the other
And,
ones.
and then brown.
The brown.
A little bit gold, brown, darker brown.
I have him hanging in our bar area
Yeah,
downstairs because he reminds me of a tavern sign. But yeah, now look I never knew why the crown was around the neck. Is that because?
Well, that's what kind of threw me. It's like, well,
Because
why
she
did
was
they put
beheaded?
some royalty?
Yeah, because she was beheaded, I guess. I don't know.
But anyway,
That's kind of creepy, but
is kinda creepy.
It still really looks like an old tavern sign.
but this is what I got done.
Ooh,
So,
you're doing well.
but that leg, which
His
this
face
is
is so pretty.
So his bottom comes down here, and then he's sitting down.
do good.
But he has a leg bent,
Yeah,
and then kind of a Quaker bottom. But this leg right here. So I use a magnetic ruler to keep my space, and I'm pretty sure that it moved on me while I was up because this was not going together when I got down to the hoof. It looked like he broke his leg. So anyway, but he's
Beautiful.
another one that I can't stop stitching him because he's just too pretty. And I want to see if I match up. Oh, and I keep him in this house bag by Ragtag. I love these bags. They're bigger, square.
pretty Teresa Kogut
Oh,
fabric.
my pretty Teresa Kogut, yes. Okay.
And I took two things to work on when we were out of town. One of them was A Study in Blue by Sue Hillis. Trying not to get the glare. And I am doing this with Darlie from who was a table mate at last year's StitchCon. And so I am working on the band that goes around the box. And this is what I have done.
Oh, gosh, that's blue. That is so pretty.
And this is on Color and Cotton. It just says 32 count. It's a limited edition is all it says. Yeah, and I'm doing it on 32 count with 2/2, so it will fit on the box. So I think I'm probably going to put it aside for this month, but next month I should be able to finish this band. And then I'm really looking forward to doing the top part, but just doing the band I just wanted to get that band done first and then kind of save the dessert for last. And this is all, I don't have it written down. I think this is Summer Sky.
Summer Sky. Yep.
And this is, I think, a Classic Colorworks color.
When I start doing some of my Delft stuff, I'm going to choose that color.
Pretty.
'Cause I really, really like it.
It calls for denim, but when I looked it up at the shop with some friends, we kind of thought we liked this color.
Well, that's all of my whips.
And I have one more whip. So I also took, and this is a this was a series that you were part of a club and got 3 of these every season to work on. And right now I'm working on, it's called, the one that was released is the first one that they released last year. And it's called, I think it's it's the spring series, so I can't remember what it is. This one is like Gather Pine Cones. And so I am working on I'm trying to finish one a month so that I'll finish this year, and I'm working on this one right now. Of course I had the frog. I'd be done. I finished, these are the 2 I finished. I was working on the Gather Pine Cones last time. That part has been finished. And now I'm working on the little log cabin And I ran into, I got maybe double it up too. I ran into, I had to come home and frog. I was working on this on the plane, and my counting was off on this side, so I took that whole tree out and, I'm sorry, this side. I took this whole tree out and redid that part. So I'm going to work on it tonight, hopefully get, it doesn't take too long if you don't have to frog.
I know.
And this is on, I think this is another 32 count that I'm doing 2 over 2 on. And so, yeah, looking forward to getting back to that one, and I'll be done with winter, and then I'll start on the summer series because I finished spring already.
Oh.
So those are good to take. The Study in Blue is good to take because you only had to worry about one color, and this one was nice to take because it's a lower count linen, so it was easy to see, and it's smaller, so I just used a little hoop on the plane. So,
Okay.
did you want to do stash or market releases or?
Well, I just have a little bit of stash.
Okay.
So I'll just finish up with this. I bought another bag from Steno Stitches,
Pretty.
and it had a little thread bed. It's got, oh yeah, something I want to do.
Artful
Artful Offerings, Love is Patient, Love is
those
Kind.
bunnies are so cute.
That was what was read at my daughter's wedding, so their anniversary's in July, so I'd like to do that. But it's got one pocket here and a zip pocket here, but it's nice and wide, so you could put, like, you were doing a whole lot of lovey-dovey patterns, you could keep them in here. And I got this one from Joyful Stitching.
And there's the name.
So from Joyful Stitching.
Oh, that's so cute.
So look at this. Sweet, and I was going to put your owls. So that's the back. Little owls. We just love
I
owls.
know, they're very cute.
And there's the front.
Oh, those are cute. They're kind of like wintry colors.
And
What are you going to put in here? Do you have something for there?
well, hopefully I'll,
It could almost be spring colors too. It has little flowers and
yeah.
yeah, it's cute.
I bought this from sorry, Purple Mountain. I mean, this Rhonda from Asbury Echoes always buys from Purple Mountain, and so I thought, well, I'll give.
Those are really pretty colors.
So
And that's a good amount of trim.
So
It's
they're
always good to have these things on hand for finishing.
right. I love this moss green.
There's the red.
So
Now that's really looking peach right now. Can't tell. Maybe
this is a blue,
that looks really.
but it's not as bright as that.
Try pulling it back a little bit. I think it gets a little more of the regular. Yeah, maybe it's a little more. Reads a little better that way, at least to our eye looking in the camera.
I could use that. Yeah. Anyway, so, and again, they came right away, and it was like, okay, let's get in there and find something to finish. Then my last bag, again, Purple Mountain wrote a really nice note, and so thank you. Got this bag. I think Carrie Sews for You. I'm almost sure that's. Look at this. Oh, I'm almost positive. Carrie Sews for You.
And how's this Carrie spelled? C-A-R-I?
K-A-R-I.
K-A-R-I.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, there it is. So Carrie Sews for You. And again, this is a nice size.
That's really pretty. That's really pretty with the big rickrack trim.
Yeah. So, and then it's a little bit on the bigger side, and black polka dot on the inside.
Ooh.
So that's housing Baker's Valentine, which I put aside for a little bit. And then this was donated. She wasn't going to do it, a friend of mine. So she gave it to me, and I immediately had to buy the threads.
Oh, how pretty.
Isn't that pretty? So a rust.
They almost look like tulips, but it says summer, and those birds are really cute. You can't, it's hard to see them, but the birds are really cute on that.
And gold for the berries, and the brown for the birds. So,
oh, those are pretty.
yeah, I've already got it drawn out, so I am going to work on this week. So hopefully next video I'll have it laid out. Not sewed, but laid out. Okay.
Pretty. Okay. I just got this. This is from the secondary market, and Eliza Knight. We have someone in our stitch group has brought it and showed she's working on it, and the greens are just so. This is so stunning in person. So pick that up on the secondary market, as I mentioned. And I too got a few bags. I had ordered 2 from Creative Carol, and she sent us. She was very generous and sent another one, but.
Oh, I love
Got a fall one.
Carol. I
needed another
love your
fall one.
bags.
And this is a really good, really good size bag. There is her. That's who is doing it. And this was, this houses Lucy Barber, and this is a stitch along from Traditional Stitches for 2023. So that's who broke that one out. And then this is the one our stitch group is doing. This is the Light of Winter. I'm going to try to finish Peace on Earth before I do this one, but
I've got to get back to that one too.
another really pretty Creative Carol bag. And then she very generously sent along one that matches the little portfolio she gave us. The little bees. What are these, like troll? They're like trolls, I guess, dressed as bees. And that one houses gnomes. Yeah, sorry. Clara's in talks about trolls. I asked her to tell us a story. We went to a tea room in Boulder, which is a ways away, and so she was getting bored, so I said, tell me a story, and she told me about the 3 billy goats gruff and the trolls. But so that has the
bridge.
Beautiful Mary Bar sampler. And then I don't think I showed this.
Oh, I want that bag.
Yeah, Rika from Stitch and Stash, sometimes she has extra bags from her club, and from her monthly club, and she'll advertise those on Instagram, and you just pop on and email her and tell her what you want. And this was an extra from last month. Has a nice handle. These are just my color jam. And this is Rika from House of Stitch and Stash. So follow her on Instagram if you're interested in either becoming a member of her monthly club or picking up. She has them like this, and then she also has like the portfolio ones. And if you're interested in what I have in this one, I have a kit. Who did I get this kitted up by? I got a kit from 1884 Stitchery with the NPIs for Hannah Lancaster. And I know Susan Stanley is working on her because she's kind of from that era that Susan is interested in, I think the 1840s. And then the other thing, and I actually had this at our last video and didn't show it, I've ordered a couple pieces of linen, and I was just seeing people getting this needlework cookie dough and just wanted to pick up a piece of that, and I have it with something, kitted with something that I think it would go good with, and this is really, I'm sorry this is going to make noise. I'll edit this out because that's really crinkly. And then I also got a piece of linen from Seraphim because, who talked about this? I can see her and I'm thinking of blanking on her name. Sweet Jessica from Sweetwater Stitcher. This is Moon Shadow. I don't know if this is a new color for them, but I'll just hold this up with, I'll crinkle this open.
Pretty, pretty, pretty.
So this is Cookie Dough and this is Moon Shadow. So, 2 new linens.
Yay! I've been trying to get some more of that cookie dough.
Okay.
I guess just some things that I'd like to do. You know. Oh, I did get some fabric. This is...
So picture this plus. I see that one just has a one word name. Is that, maybe they're the ones that did that other one too.
Maybe it is. This is Cypress 36 count fiber on a whim.
Mm-hmm.
So
that's
really
really
I
pretty.
really like green background, so I'm gonna find something that I think
Because you could do that for spring, you could do that for fall, depending on, I mean, you could do that
I know
for
about Halloween. I mean, really, it's kind of a
Winter.
neutral in a way, but I'm a green person. I did pull this out as I was going through some of my stuff. I've always wanted to do this. Stitching with the Housewives, Daisy May.
Oh, that's cute.
So I kind of picked out, I think they dyed theirs, but I saw this Valor picture, this plus.
And that's what I did, the cardinal, it was called 'Tis the Season, or
don't have the
from
colors
Blackbird
picked out.
Designs on this.
But I think she'll be cute on that.
Yeah, I think those colors would show up really well on that.
So I have the colors. I just need to pull them. But I like the modeling on this.
I do too. That's really
It's a 28 count, which I like 28 count. I like them. I like them all. All right, so that's that. You wanna?
I don't have any
Okay.
other things.
I just
planned.
pulled a couple things off of Etsy that I love. This crafty blue bonnet. Her spools. So she has a lot of them, and I have stitched one or two, but I decided I'm gonna kind of, they don't take up much space, and I can put them on my shelves or in a little bowl. This is a scarecrow. Oh my gosh, they got pumpkins and candy corn and witches, and I think she's got a bunny out that's coming out at market. And they're all done at spools, but she started, she said on the bunny, she's going to start making designs on the back. So when you turn your spool around or your pillow around, you can see the back side.
Oh.
Like the bunny's got a little fuzzy tail.
Oh, cute.
But anyway, these
cute
are
idea.
They stitch real fast. They are cute. You could share at a retreat. I don't know.
Yeah.
Check
Smalls
Crafty
exchange.
Blue Bonnet out and look at all her designs. Very, very, very cute. And I just came across this one. They're bookmarks, but you get all 6 of these patterns in this pattern. It was a PDF, but I love this windmill, folks.
Yeah.
So, and then
That caught my eye right away too.
And then my niece, my great niece, she's a dragon lover, and she reads voraciously. So I thought I'd make her that for her birthday. I thought I'd make her that bookmark. I think I'll do it on perforated paper.
Oh, that's a good idea.
And then
Perfect.
so I bought her a T-shirt for Christmas. It's like, I'm a dragon girl who loves to read. So she was so excited. She said, I hope I never grow out of this shirt. So anyway, it was just fun. So add that. And then I got my floss for my floss fix. So, pretty colors.
Oh yeah.
Okay. I really think that's it for me.
Okay.
Kind of a quickie.
So we're almost done an hour though.
Oh, really?
Time just goes fast when you're talking cross stitch.
I guess. Why can't football players wear glasses during a football game?
Well, because they'd be poked in the eyebrow. Well, I don't know.
It's a contact sport. Okay. Do you want to do our giveaways, and then, or you want to save this for last?
If you joined us on our previous video, we were celebrating 8,000 subscribers, and so
I have my Kansas State shirt because going out to dinner tonight with my. I didn't want to wear my KU shirt, my K-Stater. So
awesome. So I was trying to think. So we used the random comment generator. I had mentioned I had an issue uploading the video, so I did pick some names from that first video that uploaded because there was, I think, like almost 100 comments on there, and then also picked from the second video. So even if you just saw the first video, if you only entered there, you had a chance to win. So the first winner is going to win a From the Heart pattern. Generously, it's a pattern PDF that's generously donated by Wendy, and the winner of that one is Lisa Cotter 6227. And so Lisa, and going forward, any winners, please contact me via email. If you have won a PDF, I will pass your name along to the shop owner so that they can make connections with you, and you can pick out whatever PDF you'd like to order from that shop. So this is a pattern worth up to $15 from Wendy. So Lisa Cotter 6227.
Okay. My winner for Kind, which was the Team Egner. Well, anyway, for that design, Patient and Kind, is Connie Dahlgren, DAHLGREN 9748. So, did the same thing.
Email me and with your contact information, and I'll need your address for that one, right?
Right.
Okay. And then next one is a free pattern from Mrs. Flossie's store, and the winner of that, and that's another free PDF. And so the winner of that one is Jacqueline Liebfried 4691, and it's I think I pronounced that right, but it's LEIBFRIED 4691.
Congratulations. Okay, from Siggy's Closet, the Heart. And that includes some floss tags and her special ring with it's a heart with a little charm that's got a little heart and a little red bead to it. And then she also included two
That's pretty.
Needle minders. And
very cute.
So, and that one goes to. Please let us know what your name is. User-OH4VH1 Z058F, like in Frank.
And so,
I know
you can change that. For some reason, YouTube switched and started generating kind of weird names for your YouTube handle, and I was able to change mine, and so there is a way to change it. If you are interested in changing it, probably the best thing to do is Google and find a video how to change your name on YouTube. So if you like it the way it is, that's fine, but if you want to change, you can. Just want to let you know you can change it. Then we had two winners of pins, and this is from Jersey Girl Stitch Co. These are a set of counting pins, and you can pick a set worth up to $15 each, and the two winners are number one, Sandy Racco, 21, SANDY-RACKOW, 21, and So Patty, 1515.
All right. Oh, and Teresa's pins are great. Here's a joke for you, Teresa. Where do football players go to buy new uniforms?
I don't know.
New Jersey!
Oh.
Okay. For our gingerbread. Our winner is Debbie Brown.
Mm-hmm.
Debbie Brown, 3085.
Those are adorable.
And you win the Siggy's floss rings, needle minder, and little floss bling. So the gingerbread.
And my final winner for a pattern from Designs. Yes. And this is another PDF, and I saw, and when we do talk about our Nashville releases, I'll show one or two of hers. I know they caught my eye. And the winner of the PDF from Robin's shop is Wanda Greer 3325.
Okay, and for the 2024 Book of Days, and it's not too late. You get started, you got more year to come. So for the Book of Days is SHPETE 1562. SHPETE 1562 for the Book of Days.
Wonderful. Okay. We on the market release?
I have one more.
Okay.
I don't know how.
Oh, okay, yeah.
This is from the Linnie. It's So Emma. I wanted to say just, but I know that's right. You get the pattern, the material, the floss, the biddies, and a needle minder.
That's a very nice set.
You guys, I really wanted to do this. Okay. But our lucky Sharon Price, 3454. I want to see this when it's done, Sharon. Okay. So that is our giveaways for our 8,000 subscribers. We're so humbled.
And the comments were so kind. We thank you for your comments. All the people congratulating us. We're just so glad to be here. We love this community so much, and we're just, happy to celebrate this milestone with you.
I know.
Wish,
You put these words into sentences, and I have to read them to my husband, and and we try to answer as many as we can, and just know that we read every single one of them, and we laugh. You make us laugh. So thank you so much. Okay,
and so now we are on to market releases.
Okay. You can start. I'm going to have a little trouble reading my handwriting, I think.
This is in no particular order. This is just, so I mentioned today is February 16th. This is just through today. There are more coming on like every single day. I check different sites to see what's new.
You can tell them, you can go to the individual designers and check what they're bringing out. Lindy Stitches has a Flosstube. I think she's on number 5, will be number 5.
With her releases, yeah.
Well, she's bringing out other designers on those too. But that's how you can, or you can go to Needlework.
Yeah, I look at hashtag Nashville Needlework 2020, Nashville Needlework Market, I think it is 2024. And if you type it in once, then it should save it. So if you just start typing it in, it'll bring that hashtag up, and you can check on that and see. And not everything's on it. I mean, you have to check other sites. And so that's why we kind of wanted to give you a roundup of some of the things that have caught our eye. Like I said, this is not in any particular order, and I'm certainly not ordering all of these. I'm at the point with my needlework. I'm doing the same thing I do with my clothes when I bring one in. So I'm like transitioning from a work wardrobe to, pretty much all casual wear with, a couple of Sunday outfits or whatever, or going out to dinner. And so when I bring something in, I have to get rid of something from my closet or something from my sorter drawer kind of thing. And that's what I've been selling a lot on Stash Unload. I've loved everything, but I'm just being realistic. I don't have room to store it. If I'm not going to get to it, I want to pass it on while it's still kind of fresh so someone can enjoy it. But first one I want to mention is Little Robin Designs, one of our giveaway, one of our generous people who is donating something on behalf of us to celebrate our 8,000 subscribers. And first of all, I wanted to mention Grace Gill, 1838. I thought it was very unique. She has big tabby cats on it and then griffins at the top, and I thought the colors together just look so great. Most of what I'm going to be sharing is going to be reproduction samplers with just a couple others that if Liddy doesn't mention it, I want to make sure and mention it because they're so pretty. And then also I had mentioned Hands-On Design is releasing the first of, I guess they call it the Gather Round series called Pennies. And then the other one that caught my eye from them is Liberty Pennies.
I got the wildflowers.
And what about, is there anything in particular that you liked about it, or?
I like the colors, so I didn't write it down, but I just remembered, when I looked at it, I went, it's just so springy. I guess I was just looking for spring. Okay. I don't know, but...
and I'm going to try to insert pictures of all the things we're talking about here. So it's going to take me a while to edit, but it's fun. We want to, in case you haven't seen this, we want to bring it to your attention. So.
Well, even it's like I look at them and it's like, even now, I look at them differently now than I did when I looked at them a year ago, and especially 3 years ago. Mm-hmm. It's just because I know more now of what I want to stitch, and I think, I have purchased some from the past, and I'm like, what was I thinking? But anyway, there's some beautiful ones out there right now. Mm-hmm. Okay.
I don't know how shop owners are going to.
I don't know. I don't know.
Oh. So
and I just have to give it a big hand to the designers. It's just like, gosh, their talent is just, man. Amazing. It's just like my mom painted. She oil painted, and she just did some beautiful work. And I draw stick people. It's just like, how did that? But I have this wonderful craft that I can work on. So somewhere, we distorted a little bit between painting and cross stitching. She definitely doesn't want to sew, that.
Oh.
So, anyway, it just amazes me the talent that these ladies have.
I know. Next one, I wanted to mention a couple from Queenstown Designs.
Go ahead.
It's Dorothy Auckland, 1818. I didn't put any notes I was looking at this morning and tried to write notes, so I don't exactly remember what caught me on that one. And then also Susanna, looks like I can't reading.
I did this.
Well, we'll put it up here. I think it's Launton, and there's no alphabet, but there's birds and a really interesting village. I love the village scene on that one.
Back to Hands-On Designs, she has a botanical bee that I
think that's
love that
going
one.
to be a bestseller.
So I definitely want to do that with my bee theme.
Okay. The Purple Thread has Amanda Stratton. And I guess the subtitle is A Thoroughly Modern Woman, 1837. And it's just all writing, but just something about that just caught my eye. And I think just the little saying on there is really interesting. And then also she has one called Treasured Memories, which is another one that caught my eye. Don't remember now what it looked like, but I'm sure it's fabulous. So.
One that caught my eye was Cecilia Turner Mementos of the... I don't know.
Cecilia Turner is
Mementos of the Heart.
Hands to Heart? Heart to Hands?
Yes.
I saw that one too. I know what you're talking about. It kind of looks like a Valentine themed one. Yeah, that one's really pretty.
And then another one I saw was Primrose Cottage, and they have little monthly minis.
Yes.
I thought those were just... I am such a sucker for anything monthly,
I thought that was brilliant. To have a book of those would be awesome.
And Primrose Cottage is a really nice... Getting started, cross stitch too, you can... they're easy to follow patterns, and, for some of those that... I know I have another stitch group I go to, and she's a beautiful embroiderer and crocheter, And, you know, she said, I really think I'd like to pick up cross stitch too. So I said, Primrose Cottage is one that I think that you could pick up and follow pretty easily.
And those little pillows, that would be a great for a smalls exchange, and you know, could be appropriate for whatever month you're going to a retreat. So, haystack stitching, Sarah Chittleberg, 1819, and this is a Nashville exclusive, which I believe means that at least for a period of time, it will only be available through shops that go to Nashville in person, attend Nashville in person and order it or pick it up there. That's a Norfolk sampler from the Feller collection. And it reminds me of another one that I have that I really want to do from, I'll have to look up who did that one. I can picture it now, but I thought that was just a gorgeous sampler.
Teresa Kogut has a new book out, Hello Spring. I think there's 8, 10 projects in there. Kindness. I wrote down kindness. Oh, a kindness drum. And then another one that's called Serenity. Those are the two that caught my eye.
And I wrote down, what is the one she had? Let me look at my page. And God Saw. I love the border on that, the colors. It has hippos on it, which I'm not sure.
Why not?
I think if I do it, I think I'm really going to get that one because I want to do a wall that has like garden theme on it. That's why I want to put HL's moth. But I think I would replace the hippos with maybe a dog and a cat.
Okay.
Needlework Press has some really cute ones coming out, but one of them is one that I shown before, and I had received this at Boxwood and Berries in 2022, and this is the Lone Eagle sampler. This one is coming out at Market, so I do love that. I've done a couple of the smalls. I have this one stitched, and I need to finish that. I wanted to stitch.
These are cute in the back.
I know, and then I wanted
can't turn it around. But.
No, and I did do the eagle. I wasn't thrilled with my finish on that, and then there's a sweet little. I don't see it on here, but there's a sweet little round pin keep that I'm going to do.
Heart and Hand came out with some new towns. We have Frosty Town that's done in blues. I wish we had the pictures right now, but
yeah, those are cute.
we'll get them. And then the Any Town, and you know they were talking about how you could put the names of little things that are in your town to make it more personal. You know, use the buildings and make it more personal to your town. So I thought that was sweet. Mm-hmm. I also liked, they came out with another of the etchings, and I like the floral etchings.
Mm. Samplers and Primitives has a little pillow called A Celebration of Spring. And, you know, I'm just drawn to the big samplers. So when I see one that's little like this and, you know, more doable for either, like I said, a giveaway or for, you know, your dough bowl, something like that is a good one to add to, you know, to break up some of your bigger projects.
You need a cleanser, a palette cleanser.
Yeah.
Let's see. Beth Twist, Heartstring Samplery. She has it's called Scenic Sampler.
Yes.
Boy,
like
just
that too.
Talk about relaxing, lay in the grass, kind of look at the sky. It just made you feel real calm.
Well, and I thought it was really innovative the way her border design goes down into the landscape kind of thing is incorporated in that. I thought that was a great idea.
And then I liked My Scissors, My Rules. I mean, how many times have we said, you know, did someone use my scissors? And you don't open up cereal boxes with my sewing scissors. But I like that. I just thought that was cute to hang up.
Erica Michaels has Emma Badman Warford. You have to love it just for that name. Has lots of birds on it, a berry basket, and then it has this huge flower center stage. So that's another very striking sampler.
The one sampler I did list was Sister's sampler. Is that the one?
My sister's sample.
My sister's sampler. Thank you. I couldn't read my word. So that was one.
Which one was that?
Oh dear.
I have on my list Beast's Bird and a Berry Tree.
What did you say?
It's Beast's Bird and a Berry Tree, and it has like a dog on it, I think.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah, I love the colors.
So
that's very, the tree kind of reminded me of a, tree of life. And I hadn't thought about that for a while, but back when I was stitching probably in the 90s, that was a thing that you'd see on rugs and things, was that shaker tree of life. And I hadn't thought about that for a while, but that's what that tree reminded me. There's a couple trees that reminded me of that, but yeah, I love that one too. Cardin Antiques has one called Ann Newton House, and the Ann Newton. I love the house on that. It has a rooster, a really, really interesting rooster motif, and then it has two little Victorian girls on either side, and one of them you see her little bloomers. So it's like those little 1840 girls that have been in some other samplers.
That's cute. Lindy Stitches had one out. It was the Queen of Thread.
I know. On the tomato, the little girl on her
tomato.
That
is so cute.
I think that's a winner.
Talk about a fun one. So,
Blueberry Ridge Designs, and I think she's new to the market this year. She is apparently the daughter of the gal who owns Pansy Patch, is the designer behind Pansy Patch. And cool. This is not a sampler, but it's called All Hallows Eve. And of course, I'm just kind of a nut about anything fall, and what really got me on this one was the quilt design pumpkins. There's a tree with acorns on it, and then the alphabet is above the tree on the right, and it almost looks like it's an extension of the tree. I just thought that one was...
I don't think I saw that one.
Oh, it's really cool. I think, I bet you'd recognize it. But
probably. I said I've gone through so many of them, but I'm looking on my phone, and they're so small. The one of Annie Popper's I really like is her stitch pillow, Strength and Dignity. I just love what that pillow says and what it represents to all us women and whatever we're going through. And I'd like to have that one.
1897 Schoolhouse has come out with several that are really, really striking. So I don't recommend you check her out if you like samplers. Two I really like is A Crown of Life, and it's Diana Morehouse 1842. It's on it looks like a purpley background, and it's I love it's an Adam and Eve sampler, but I just love the colors on that. And I commented and just this morning asked her what color the linen was, because it's just, I think the linen is part of the reason I like it so much.
That's that real light purple.
Kind of like a purpley pink, and then there's pink in the threads that really pop.
Really.
And then she has a Quaker one called Along the Path Toward Simplicity, and it's based on one from the Feller collection. And the Feller is a family in England that collected several hundred just outstanding examples of samplers. And so it's from that. Let's see. So I love Shaker Designs. And just as an aside, I want to mention, I took this book with me when I was traveling. I was reading it. I had picked this up at the attic. And it's so interesting because, since I've been stitching, of course, you just see Shaker Designs. And I hadn't really thought about how they came to be or when they came to be. It'd be so interesting to know exactly who the first person was who made a Shaker design, but they trace it back to, this is probably a precursor from the late 1700s, this motif sampler, and this one only has 56 on it. So is it 1756? Is it 1856? The medallion style samplers was something that was really innovative at the time, and we think about Shaker Designs being very monochromatic, and when they started out they might have been a little more colorful, and then kind of worked their way to being a little more, they really strived to be simple and and plain and dignified.
It says 1808.
The little pinball.
Yeah, I love that.
So anyway, if you want to learn more about shaker history, I think this is a pretty reasonably priced book, and definitely something that is really great to look through and learn a little more.
What was that one?
That colorful one?
Yes.
That one?
No.
That one?
No. Oh. That one.
Yeah, I haven't read that far yet.
Oh, look at that.
Mount Mellick
Show that
School.
alphabet. Oh my gosh. Look at that. How ornate.
Mm-hmm. In that, I know that they mention Mount Mellick in Ireland, also in the book that we got from Kathleen Littleton from, what is it, Sampler Antiques? I can't remember. They're just having a little brain thingy here. Anyway, that was she talked about cross-stitch antiques. She talked about that in the book that we got at the attic too. So I just love, hearing about these things, and the more you read about it, the more things overlap, and it kind of,
I'm so
kind
into
of see how it's all
documentaries
related
right now on YouTube. I can just watch well, I haven't watched that much Flosstube, but I have got into documentaries. Just a lot of the royalty and back in the olden days. I just have a couple more. Janine McGowan. I liked her Tudor hair. I'm such a bunny person, which I forgot to show in my stash. I was given this little honey bunny. I love to say that. I'm my little honey bunny. Anyway, I love that.
Sweet.
So, and I looked at my bunnies
face.
from last year, and I'm so thankful that I got as much done to where when I pick them back up, I think I'm going to have some finishes.
Oh, that's always a happy feeling.
I know. Let's see. And the other one I just thought was cute was Hedgehog and Hyacinth. That's not something I normally choose to pick to sew, but I think hedgehogs are so cute. But I like the flower also.
Okay, so another one that's not a sampler, although it's almost a little kind of sampler motif-esque, is by Erin Elizabeth. It's Blooming Vase, and the colors. There's, I think, 3 colors in it, and it's done with dinky dyes. It's a kind of a peach, cream, and a green, and something about that design is just
I know, sometimes they just
amazing.
Grab you,
it's
and
so
just
pretty.
I don't know why I like you, but I like you.
Yeah, I think it's the colors. And you've probably noticed most of the samplers I gravitate towards are very symmetrical. So that's just what I like. And so, everyone has different tastes, and you might look at the same designers and pick out some different things, and that's okay. We're just kind of bringing to mind just a few that we've come across. Old Willow Stitchery Designs has one called Louisa Funston that has a wonderful parrot on it. Has a simple border, muted colors, but that one I thought that was really, really pretty. And then she also has one called Margaret Lunt, 1834, and that one has no border. So if you don't love borders, that might be one you want to check out.
Borders.
But it has beautiful colors and has a really great alphabet. Stacy Nash, have you seen hers?
Nope, I haven't seen Stacy's.
She brought out some new ones for her, what does she call her, Animal Crackers series. She has a squirrel.
Oh, I have that. I have a squirrel on mine.
Oh, anyway. It is so stinking cute. And it has,
gosh.
What does it have? Let's see. It's called Miss Hazel Greenwood, and she has a little heart. Aww. And then she has another one that's a rabbit called Maggie May, and she has a radish needle book. Oh. So those two, I've never done any of the Animal Crackers, but I might have to break down with those. And then she also has a Mary Robards pocket that I thought was just, it's...
I'll have to check those out.
Yeah, that has an alphabet on one side, and so that's done in red. A couple more, Running with Needles and Scissors. Sylvia has one called HW 1852. It reminds me a little bit of the Mary Barr sampler. I listened to her video where she talked about it. She said she found the original sampler in Lebanon, Ohio. Has a wonderful border. Love the motifs on that one. Ray Niles from Red Barn Samplers. And we're going to see Ray at
Quilter Station.
Yeah, in April. She has one, and this is a market exclusive called Uri G. Fell 1856. And I might check with her and see if it's a market exclusive. Does that, well, Quilter Station will go there probably, so we'll probably be able to get it through her if we can't get it from Ray's.
A lot of new
pop-up
people
shop.
going to the retreat this time that I haven't seen.
Oh, as far as designers.
So I'm excited to.
Yeah, well, because Annie B's is going to be one too, and that'll be my first time seeing her and Ray at a retreat as far as being designers. Cross Stitch Antiques, I mentioned Kathleen. She has several that's come out. Sarah Welch is kind of like a band sampler. It has some purples and pinks that I don't know that you usually see those on samplers, and I don't know if that's the original colors or like an adaptation. I did watch her video, and I don't remember what she said about that. And that was, I guess it's Sarah Welch 1764. And then the center motif is it looks like an herb plant. It's just very interesting. And then the other thing she had showed us when we were at Sampler Symposium at the Attic, I think this is brilliant. She has a little booklet that was a souvenir that was available during the Prince Albert exhibition in 1851 in London. That was the one that the Crystal Palace was built for, to show like innovations and technological innovations of the century. And one of the souvenirs was this little, I think it's a 16-page album, pattern album for cross stitch, and she reproduced it. And what she told us is it's not necessarily something we'd want to sit down and stitch all 16 pages, but again, like that book I mentioned, that the Brenda Keyes book that has the different motifs and alphabets, it's good to have that, to use those little motifs or alphabets and incorporate that in something else you're doing.
I just did like that little giraffe that I did from my mom. It's just, there's just little things in there that make a little scissor fob or something, just
personalize it.
I know.
Something that is, makes it unique to your...
Oh. Just broke her table. Anyway, I wanted to thank a viewer, a friend, Anne, that I was looking for that giraffe with the sweater.
Oh, yeah.
And she found it. She had it. And so she sent it to me. So I get to make a giraffe with a little sweater. So
that was Blue Flower, wasn't it? No?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. I think someone had commented that was
it was in the Jingle Ball.
Oh, okay.
So yes, I'm so excited. Thank you, Anne.
And then one more from Cross Stitch Antiques is Annie Matilda Moss, 1872. It's a one-color sampler. I don't know why. It's just words, and I think it has just simple motifs along the bottom. It has a really pretty like feathery scroll motif or band in the middle. Maybe because it's green. I love green too, but that one I thought was really pretty.
Curious Crafters last night, and they had a monochromatic sampler that they were doing. And I thought that was so cute, that you could do any color that you wanted to. She did it in a black. Gosh dang, I'll have to watch her again to see what that was. I thought that was cute.
Annie B's, she has one called, we mentioned we'll see her and she'll have a pop-up shop. She has one called Down in the Valley.
Down in the Valley.
And that was like, I haven't heard that song for so long. And this is kind of a weird memory, but, my sisters are quite a few years older than me. And my middle sister, I remember I was probably 4 or 5 years old, probably 5 or 6. She was in a play in high school. She was in Down in the Valley, the play. And I looked up the synopsis of it, and it's sad. It's really sad.
Oh, I don't remember anything. I just remember Down in the Valley.
I do. So anyway, that's the lyric. So that one, I thought that one caught my eye, and it's a pretty design too.
Speaking of, I came down to the doctor this week, and I was in the waiting room, and the TV was on, and I don't know if somebody changed the channel or just, but it was back in the old Rifleman, TV days. And, you know, I think Anne Margaret played, and she was just like this little girl. And I just think back, you know, just how many years ago. But it was just so Western and so simple. It's like, boy, just the simple life, you know. But I don't know. I don't even know why I thought of that. Maybe down in the valley. I don't know. Death Valley, maybe.
Yeah,
you know,
Big Valley.
Big Valley, you know, whatever they were.
Valley something. And then I guess I'll just mention one more. There's another, and I guess I tried to keep these in order or together by designer. Another Erin Elizabeth one that caught my eye called Pumpkin Lane Sampler. It looks like it's on like a dark blue linen it's a darker linen. I think it's on one of those Chantel design boards maybe. It's finished on that. And it has white, orange, and aqua pumpkins, and it's just a little town scene. I love that one too. So I think I might get that. And then they have like the dinky dye kits that have the floss with it as well. So
nice. Very last one I had was just a Luminous Fibers, Misty Purcell, and I have done all her gathering, and I don't know. She does have a squirrel, and I'm not too sure what it's called. I forgot to write.
Acorns or
maybe.
I think I've seen that.
Maybe it isn't new, but anyway,
I think it is. I think it is a newer one.
So I've done the snowman, I've done the berries, I've done the bluebird. Anyway, I like it too because it's just one thread, and you do have to count, but I just think they turned out so cute. So anyway, that's it.
That's what's. I mean, and I know there's more coming out. I have a few more on my list.
That's about $2,000, folks.
No, there. You just never know when we might mention one that you haven't seen, or that might be something that was just what you needed to round out your collection.
Or it's like, hey, I haven't stitched in a while. I really want to do that. So, just a little inspiration.
So let us know, what have you seen at Market that you're looking forward to, or have you seen anything from Market, or what are you looking forward to having come out?
It's kind of a mystery in a way, because you know the designers have seen it, but you know us regular folks haven't had a chance to really.
Yeah, and when they're listed either in Instagram or on
this one here.
You know, maybe on the Nashville Market page of your favorite, you know, needlework shop, they might not have the specifics. Like when I was watching Stephanie's website, Stephanie's Flosstube, and she was talking about what's coming out. She has a letter from them that will say, well, this one is 200 by whatever stitches. She has a little more, it sounds
details.
like the shops will get a little more detail in the emails they're getting from the designers than what we might have access to. So, I mean, you know, I think she had mentioned one that she didn't think was that big, but then she was reading the details. It was a lot bigger than what it appeared in the picture. So that can be that might be a determinant too of what you decide to order.
That's a lot. I see Brenda Gervais, a lot of her patterns, and I go, oh, that looks pretty easy. And then you open it up, and it's all nice in color, and then it's another page. And it's like, oh. Anyway.
All right.
But, I think that's...
So we shall be back in about 2 weeks from today. So that'd be like the end of February. Hope you guys have
we got an extra day in February.
Hope you have a good couple of weeks, and we're looking forward to seeing you. Do you have a nice bedtime story?
Yeah, I do have a bedtime story, but I wanted to just say one thing. What did the mummy football coach say at the end of the game?
I don't know.
Let's wrap this up. Okay. Some of these are... some of these you probably just roll your eyes. But anyway, this is about law enforcement, and give it to our guys in blue. They did so well at the tragedy that we had. My hats go off to them. I admire them. A driver turned onto a street and had to swerve sharply to avoid a box in the road. Ahead of him in the next block was a police car, whose flashing red, white, and blue lights went on immediately. I'm not looking at you in particular. An officer waved a hand out the window, motioning for him to pull over. Moments later, the patrolman was at his door, asking, "Have you been drinking? It sure looks like it." "Look back there in the roadway," the man replied. "I had to avoid hitting that big box." The officer wasn't persuaded. He pulled out his citation pad and began writing a ticket. "Just go and look. You'll see what I mean, okay?" the man pleaded. The officer looked up. "All right, you caught me on a good day. I'll go and look and then I'll decide." The officer walked a short distance to the box, then returned. "Okay, I see what you're talking about. The box is full of upholstery carpet tacks," the officer said. "But I'm still going to write you a ticket." "I don't believe this. What am I being charged with?" the man asked. Officer said, "Tax evasion." I'm just looking ahead to April the 15th.
I know, yay. Yeah, it was a fun time
The
of year,
end.
So, all right.
All right, everybody.
Well, thank you for spending time with us again. Like if you were one of our winners, please contact me by email, sablestitcher22@gmail.com. And depending on what you won, we will either need your address or I'll forward it to the shops that are participating with us in this giveaway. So we appreciate you. Yeah.
Thank you. And we love sharing with you. We love you sharing with us, and hope to see you.
Thanks for all the kind comments when the video didn't upload correctly. And we don't take it. I mean, some people were kind of afraid to even mention it. We want it to be a good viewing experience for you. So do let us know if you see anything like that.
I did see something, and I often ask myself, it's like, how do they notice those things so quickly? When you make a mistake or left something off. I don't remember who I watched. Just want you to be aware of. Somebody was doing the alphabet, and it was TUVW, and somebody left out. They just went TUW, not TUV. So, and please, I'm sorry. Check if you want to. Don't check if you don't want to. But somebody out there has got an alphabet, and it's a big sampler, but it doesn't have either a U or a V in it. And I think it's the U that was left out. So just so you don't think you'd have it framed, and it's like, oh no, I left out the U. But I'm so sorry, I don't know. I was going to write it down, and I couldn't find a pen. So check. I'm going to check too.
Check your alphabets.
TUV, because I've done it. I've started to do the U, and I didn't have the little line down on the U, thinking it was okay. I did the U, V because it was on a different line, and went right on W.
I wonder how far they have to complete the line where they might, if it doesn't line up right, if they would notice. So
she was only she did the T, whatever U or V, W X Y, and then she started 1 2 3. So she didn't have too much, and it looked like there was still room on the line. But I just hate for you to get the whole line done and notice that you left out. And I'm amazed that I saw it, because I don't normally see those things, and but often miss them. But in my own work, so if you did, just FYI. If you didn't, just forget this. All right, everybody.
Well,
we
have a
love
happy
you.
rest of February, and we look forward to seeing you in our next video.
Okay.
Take care. Bye.
Bye.